Welcome to the War Report. I am your host Cyrus. I I'm not gonna give the fans insight,
Relax.
but we have a very special episode going on right now. We are if you we recorded a whole bunch of stuff yesterday, so we're gonna have a fun time. The NXT portion is stacked. Let's get right into it. Quan, how you feeling? Great. All right, into the trenches. Let's go.
You know what? This is a long episode. We can get to it.
I'm doing great. The reason why I am so chipper is because I did an AEW live watch with all my friends, and then they were just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
This was a bad episode to do that.
AEW is not something that you want to catch. This is not for the casuals, bro. But okay. Let me pull up the docket real quick. So in the trenches, I really want to get into the Nick Khan stuff. Nick Khan had a interview with dang, I forgot the dude's name. I am so sorry, but he interviewed Roman.
Ariel Helwani.
Yes, he interviewed Roman as well earlier the week. And that's where the CM Punk comments came from, the needle moving comments and stuff like that. You want to talk about a little bit of the whole thing, or just the NXT comments?
We can talk about the NXT comments mostly because I don't remember everything he talked about.
Okay.
Well, I have a general.
I watched it earlier.
We can talk.
I'll refresh you.
We can talk about the whole thing. That's fine.
Okay, so Nick Khan gives us insight about his past and everything he's done leading up to this point, being a lawyer. Getting into marketing. He talks about working actually with Ariel, which I thought was really cool. Like, they kind of like branched out and then like came back together all like with BT Sports and wrestling, bringing them together. He talks about the Indian Talent Showcase that everybody was just like, oh, what the fuck is this for? What wrestling at 3 p.m. What the fuck?
I don't know why people were confused by that. It was obvious what the plan was.
Like, it was clearly for India, and then Nick Khan says like, "Yo, that event was like it fucking blew up in India, like 5 times the amount of viewership that the flagship shows get."
Yeah,
that's big, and you want to know why? Is because the India people saw people like them.
Mm-hmm.
And then he talks about, globally, people like to see, basically representation. And that's what he was kind of hinting at. And I really like those comments a lot because you can see how the WWE really turned around and started showcasing and giving a lot of stuff to Black people now. And I talked to you and I talked to Justin about it as well because I needed to talk to somebody about it. I couldn't just like let the thoughts be lucid in my mind because I would have easily forgot it. But you look at the people that kind of like weren't moving the needle or like they didn't see what they were going to do with them going forward, basically the NXT releases and stuff, is that a lot of them, well, you can look back at a lot of them not being people of color.
Yeah.
I think, Nick Khan was basically like, we got a lot of crackers on the roster already. I think we could let a lot of these motherfuckers go. And before I move on, I do want to talk about the most recent set of releases because I know there are some people of color on that as well. So for Mercedes Martinez, I want to say that the fact that she hasn't tweeted anything or, did any sly remarks say that, bookings or whatever, I think it might be actually something serious and they couldn't like really use her going forward.
Man, I hope not. Because, the last we saw of her,
it looked really, really bad. But
yeah,
it's either the situation is kind of like darker than we think or she's being an adult about the situation.
Yeah. Or maybe, maybe she'll come back as a coach or something. Maybe they're just like...
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Asher Hale. White. what's that dude Sterling that was on 205 Live with the colored hair?
Ari Sterling, I think his name was.
Yeah, white dude.
Mm.
Now, Leon Ruff. We have. I would love to have more black people on the roster. That's fine. But we have Swerve, Adonis, Top Dollar, Kofi, Xavier Woods, and do I want to say last name? I don't know if I really want to give him his props. Well, Lashley.
Lashley.
um,
Cedric, Shelton. They got a lot. There's so
Bianca
many.
Belair. And you know what? I know for the main roster people, you know, excluding them, they have character.
Yeah.
When Leon Ruff was going into his little, you know, kind of like, getting his killer edge, similar to the Kyle thing, Swerve still beat his ass.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't see it for him. And I do think, like, yeah, can we give him a little more time to grow? Sure. But we got to hit row. What do we need to do with him, bro? Bronson Reed. Justin brought it up to me that, okay, Bronson Reed is colossal, right? In NXT.
That's in NXT, and then you go on the main roster. You got almost sitting right there on the same show.
He ain't bigger than Keith Lee.
He ain't bigger than Keith Lee. He ain't bigger than Drew.
He ain't bigger than Drew. He ain't bigger than
Jinder.
Jinder, Roman, Cena. Let's keep it going. Mason T-Bar, Lashley.
Hey, real quick though. They got Giannis on Rampage right now. Spoilers for anybody who's gonna watch Rampage.
Why?
They're in Milwaukee. They're in Milwaukee.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's cool.
All right, go ahead.
I think Giannis is a weird guy, so
I'm
happy for him being there.
Why would they put him on? Why would they put him on Dynamite though?
Because Tony Khan doesn't think. Yeah, so I just think like a lot of these releases in NXT has to really go for diversity. And I know there's like a couple other releases that I didn't mention because those dudes were never on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like they like names that are like alphabet soup in my mind. So I really do like his NXT comments and the comments about competition, and then wrestling, referencing the Netflix quote where sleep is our competition. He is very much not worried at all about what's going on the other side. He made
outwardly. I mean, possibly deep inside, he might be a little concerned.
Well, okay, let's frame it like this. He's aware of what's going on over there.
Yes.
But he has his own game plan that he's trying to put into motion. Like he might acknowledge him, but he's focused on the work that he's trying to do.
He's not basing his plans and his outline on what the competition's doing. He's doing his own thing. I'm sure he's aware of the competition and what they're doing.
Yeah.
But he's not going to change course for, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. So I think this episode is a good way to show that WWE shouldn't be worried about anything. Because a lot of people this week was talking, with the CM Punk being out here. They were just like, oh, they have all the momentum going on. Like it is like all over the place, yada, yada, this and that. And this episode of Dynamite is terrible. So all that momentum that you guys said, that it's an issue that I'm gonna bring up when we talk about Dynamite. So I'm gonna move on. Him talking about ad revenue and merchandise stuff since fans has come back has shot up by a lot, and then the
merch has been fire. By the way, the merch has been good. Yeah, well, I won't say fire, but it's been good.
Mm-hmm. And then he adds January, and then he adds that extra twist. It was just like, okay, merchandise sales is up, right? And we're having returning fans come back, so why not give them this exclusive localized gear?
Yeah.
So we see the Stone Cold Vegas shirt and
or
stuff like that,
or the NBA WWE collab T-shirts they were doing for the house shows. The Bucks
and then the collab with the Raiders.
Yeah,
that shit is something crazy. I cannot wait to see what the fuck they're gonna have in Miami.
Yeah, some Heat inspired shit or some Dolphins inspired shit.
I'm buying all that.
Hey, if they got the Dolphin shit, I need that. You already know that's my team.
Okay, I'll get to cash at me.
Yeah, I got you.
It'll be your birthday present. Fuck it, your birthday coming up soon, right?
Yeah, you already know.
You got September. You got it. We love each other on the War Report,
of course.
Yeah. To end this off on the Nick Khan stuff, I think it's a really phenomenal interview. The stuff that people have been reporting about it is so disingenuous and like stupid, and I hate the reaction to it. I'm gonna play the clip where he talks about, I would like SmackDown to be 8 hours.
Would Raw benefit from being 2 hours as opposed to 3?
Listen, from my point of view, Raw would benefit from being 4 hours, so we would get paid more money. Okay. And SmackDown would be 8 hours. Okay. But I understand that our creative folks, as amazing as they are, there's only so much great content they can do on a weekly basis, so we're good with the 3 and 2 system.
Is this clearly not a fucking joke to you? He literally laughs after he says it, and then doubles it. He doubles up and just be like, I know that is strenuous on the people that write the show, so obviously we're not going to do that. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Dirt Sheets ran with that and was just like, Nick Khan wants SmackDown to be 8 hours and Raw to be 4. This man's insane. Like, are you fucking like?
You know how Twitter works because I'm guilty of it too, bro.
Wrestling journalism is so disgusting, bro. Because he says that, like, if I had a Twitter account, I would have just posted a clip where he clearly just joked through it, like, clearly chuckles after.
Yeah.
I hate the framing of it.
But
sometimes I do fall for it too.
Yeah, but say, niggas just read. I just read headlines sometimes. I'll react to it. Don't even.
I do as well. For music stuff, I don't really care about like that. Video games and music, I love them both, but journalism between those two, hate them. I'll read the headline and be okay. That's why I used to follow Save You a Click, because it would just give me the gist of all video game news.
Mm-hmm.
You could not pay me to read a complex article. That ain't happening. So I'm reading the headline. But with wrestling journalism, it is so co-opted, you have to read it. Because sometimes these motherfuckers really don't even be putting the full quote out there. So it's kind of just nuts. Is there any other wrestling news that happened during this week? Because I think the shows are kind of
the shows
kind of speaks for themselves.
No, happens. Well, I guess we could talk about
the taped.
Yeah. For a couple of weeks, we don't know exactly what's going on with that, but I guess they're taping shit out the way so they can, revamp whatever they're gonna do with the CWC.
And they talk about that in the interview as well. And Nick Khan was just like, yeah, NXT is gonna receive a revamp headed by Triple H. Wrestling Twitter was just like, oh my God, Nick Khan is going into NXT, ripping it down and tearing it apart. Oh my God, NXT is done. Dog is being done by the man that runs the ship there. Like, did anybody watch the video?
Nobody watched that 26-minute interview except for us.
Like, it was, I think we have never heard Nick Khan speak before. And Twitter has been painting him as like the goddamn Harvey Dent of WWE.
Which he said he's fine with. He said, I'd rather take the blame for whatever is going on. Even if it had nothing to do with me, I'd rather take the blame because I can handle it and it's better for the team.
Love it.
He said this.
He said, I'll take the arrows. Fuck it.
Okay. What you gonna do?
I like in the part of the interview where somebody tweeted Nick Khan said he had a burner. Who do you think it is? If I still had a Twitter account, I just would have added Justin and let the UK folks have at him.
Justin, that's the Nick Khan burner.
Yeah. What were you gonna say that we could talk about in the trenches before we just go into like some of the shows?
We don't. I mean, generally we don't talk about ratings on the show, but I'd be remiss to say AEW did Rampage did on the Punk episode did I believe 1.1 for the whole show, 1.1 million, and the Punk segment 1.3 million. So, congrats to AEW for a 10 p.m. slot. Obviously, I don't think they're going to maintain that. Obviously, for a 10 p.m. at Friday night, but they did what they want. They did what they need to do, and it worked out.
But let's get into AEW, so we can talk about the Punk return. All right. So let's talk about it. And then I have a friend who is very is very much of a casual as well. And she was there. So I had to pick her brain and get her thoughts. So I'm gonna share that after we kind of have our smart talk.
Real nerd shit.
Yeah. So CM Punk's back. I am so glad that they didn't wait till the end of Dynamite. They just the end of Rampage. They got right to it. And then they made the rest of the Rampage episode unwatchable.
Obsolete. There was no point.
As that motherfucker stopped talking, click. Little Yachty gift. Soon as I saw the Elite. CM Punk comes out, cuts a really good promo. Takes jabs at the WWE. Feel about that however you want. I think it works with the AEW faithful, so I thought it was, whatever. It was going to work here regardless. I don't really care. He talked about leaving professional wrestling, and then now he's finally back to professional wrestling. The WWE getting him sick, apparently. I guess that trial or case that he had with the WWE doctor just didn't happen. But he also challenged Darby Allin as well. So I thought it was very interesting how he cut his very passionate promo and then like doubled back to, we have to sell the show, and then going right back into the the quote unquote heartfelt stuff that the AEW faithful wanted. How do you feel about it? We talked about it a little bit on the spaces. I don't know if you just want to echo those thoughts again, but
okay. So like you said, they started the show off perfect with Punk coming out. There was no point in doing anything else because the crowd was just gonna chant CM Punk the whole show until CM Punk came out. And I think AEW backstage a little smarter than that. So yeah, honestly, I'll be honest. I know you're gonna call me, joke on me or whatever, but I thought that was perfect. That was one of the best.
I agreed.
I know, but y'all be on my ass, right? That was one of the best wrestling moments in a long time. I think
I agree.
The crowd was hot. Punk looked visually like happy to be there. We hadn't seen Punk smile like that since I don't even know. The promo was a Punk promo. It was good. I like what he had to say. He put over the young guys. Said that's the reason I came back is for the young guys. He also kind of echoed that on Dynamite tonight. Like, hey, I want to work with these young dudes, man. They got me inspired. Put over Darby. I don't know what else to say. Like, it was a great great promo, the great moment. Like it was such a good of a moment. I even ran it back like the next day. I watched it again.
Yeah. And it is doing dog.
Well,
4.4 million, and then like I think it's like 6.3 million on there's 2 Punk videos. That's how hard it. They might as well just uploaded the whole segment.
I watched both of them.
Yeah, there's 2 Punk videos. They should have just uploaded both of them, and then just got like their 10 million views.
And like it got people talking. I watched I would listen usually when I'm working. I listen to Dan Lebitard, his YouTube show or whatever he's doing right now, and that was like one of the first things they talked about was CM Punk coming to AEW like off the rip. And I was like, wow, this is on Lebitard. This is like I said before, this is what AEW needed. AEW needed this moment right here.
Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega, I do believe it's true, but they talk about AEW's vision being built off of like that match that they had in New Japan. Tony Khan loved that match so much that he was just like, I have to have these dudes in the wrestling promotion. But the whole philosophy and like whatever's like behind AEW was always made in Punk's image.
That's who Tony Khan said he wanted. He said he wanted Punk. That's the one guy he wanted.
You cannot debate that to me. Punk was I mean AEW was always made in Punk's image. Like it was like it's a shrine to him. It's Helga's like closet shrine. Like it was always made for Punk.
Think about it though. Like you're absolutely right. Punk is like Punk. CM Punk, how CM Punk feels about wrestling is how AEW fans feel about wrestling. And like it resonates to them. He's the perfect person to talk to that crowd. He gets what they want.
Exactly.
And
Punk has been more or less AFK for, yes, on backstage, but they want unfiltered thoughts. So we haven't heard what Punk had to say in 7 years. I don't care. I don't care how you feel about CM Punk now. I don't care about how you feel about AEW now. But him coming back after 7 years, that's a big deal. That is a moment to a lot of people. I agree. I'm a bigger Punk fan than I am an AEW fan, so I'll acknowledge it. This is a moment that AEW needed, and I will agree. This is like, actually, I'll take that back. This is not like it is a good moment for AEW, but all that momentum talk is not it.
Oh, I was gonna get there.
Because I think that soon as the Elite hit the screen and they're doing their goofy, dumb goofball shit, you're back in AEW. This is not the CM Punk show. And that's what people want. They want the CM Punk show.
They do. You already know how I feel about the Elite.
Yeah.
But also another note I just want to add on.
Mm-hmm.
I also wasn't feeling the whole I left professional wrestling when I signed to WWE, whatever that. Look, I'm gonna let him get his shit off this week. That's it. I don't want to hear that shit no more. I don't want to hear nothing else about WWE again. Cut that shit out.
No,
I don't need it anymore. Like from now, that's my new rule. If you're a released wrestler from WWE, I'll let you get your shit off for the first week. That's it. I don't want to hear it no more. Enough.
What is it? Before just a couple more things before I end up the CM Punk thing. When I was on Wrestle Rap, you could go listen to that episode. Whenever I was talking to when I was talking to Emilio and Vinny, I said that I don't care what CM Punk has to talk about. Because if he's just going to be bitter old man on Twitter, instead of going out there and showing, these young dudes how to do it, or, stick it to the WWE and show them how to do it, I don't want to hear what you have to say. So I'm excited that Punk is coming back and he's going to put some action behind all that talk. But if this match with Darby is some bullshit, it's going to be crazy. Also, I do like that CM Punk was just like, I got to get my body right. I do like that. I'm glad that he's acknowledged that.
Yeah.
His health. Look, I care about his safety more than I care about him and anything else. And that goes for every wrestler.
I feel like there could be a lot of bells and whistles in that match.
If there's we don't know CM Punk for bells and whistles now. So if there's bells and whistles,
I'm just saying it's not 2015 anymore. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And okay. And I'll say this. We don't know CM Punk for bells and whistles. So if I see any glimpse of that shit, no.
What you gonna do?
No. I'm writing it off. I'm not rocking with it.
I'm only 42. I thought you're older than that.
If CM Punk is going to be here to only have Cody matches because Cody's not around, I'm not rocking with it. I'm not jocking it. This is supposed to be our god of wrestling, and he out here with smoke and mirrors. Come on now, that's not fire.
Well, first of all, we know the true best in the world's coming in a couple weeks. Right?
Yeah, somebody that can really wrestle.
The real deal. You feel me?
Real. I kind of hate that he spoiled that on Dynamite. That didn't need to happen.
Everybody knew he was.
No, I knew
Brian's coming.
Yeah, but he didn't need to say it.
I'm not mad at that.
Ew, what's that shit that Stephen A. Smith was like? Come on, no, you didn't have to say it.
Didn't say it.
What we were thinking. I'm not that upset about it because he's been rumored for like a month now, so it's whatever. And we're just waiting at this point. Anything else that you? CM Punk is gonna get a lot of our time because we're not going to talk about Rampage at all.
I don't remember the rest. I don't remember what else happened on Rampage.
It was a bunch of bullshit. So it don't matter to me. I really don't care. Booker T.
What the bookman say? You know, that's always out. That's always scary when I hear Booker T has some comments. I really have no idea what that man's gonna say. It could be great. It could be terrible.
Basically, he just hit the Justin. It was just like, oh, this is cool. Wait till the WWE talk happen. And I kind of agree, but I know that works for the AEW crowd. So it's like an easy cheap pop, even though CM Punk doesn't need to be doing cheap pops. So in that spaces, I would say it's perfect. I did say it's perfect, but now I'm just like, he's kind of right. Like CM Punk doesn't need to do cheap pops like that.
So I think Booker T had the right message. It's just that he's probably the wrong messenger because
absolutely
people are going to be like, you're a shill. You work for WWE. Of course you're going to say that. You're riding for the home team. But he's right. It's just kind of unfortunate that people are going to people are going to take it as, oh, well, you work for those guys. So of course you're going to say that.
I read the full quote because it was going to be like one of our biggest topics talking about AEW. So I had to see what it basically CM Punk. Booker T's whole thing was just like, dog, you have the AEW faithful in the palm of your hands because you're speaking genuinely to them. You sold the match. You're on a perfect trek right now. You were like, I guess it's like weird for him to do it or whatever, but like him doing we got ice cream bars for you. He basically said that is something that The Rock would do. That's not CM Punk. So why are you doing that?
Because a little insider joke. You know why he did it.
That's why I'm just like, when you read Booker T's comments is like, feel how you want to feel.
I gotta read it.
The full, like that's basically it. He was just like, because at the beginning of the promo, he had him. It was all great. It was all great stuff. And then like, you left professional wrestling. That's when
he still had them. He had them. He didn't have us.
Oh yeah, he had them.
They loved that. That's big. You're kidding me? But have you seen online? People are like, WWE not even wrestling anymore. It's just sports entertainment. They've been calling themselves that for like 30 years. But for some reason, like just because WWE acknowledge that they're wrestling, like it's wrestling.
They still have wrestling in their name.
And they literally was a 5-star match this weekend from that company that you guys call Sports Entertainment. Literally, like everyone said it was a 5-star match.
The weekend is so disgusting because it's, oh my god, AEW is about to kill these motherfuckers. Oh shit, SummerSlam, can't wait. Oh man, WWE's terrible. NXT's dead, yada yada. Oh shit, Walter, man, damn, this guy's really, really good. Like this roller coaster of WWE is shit. Then still watching WWE is shit. Still watching. WWE's dead.
This is
Kept
the thing.
Watching.
This is the thing with WWE. I know we complain about how many hours of content they have out, but that's gonna happen. You're gonna have some really good content, and you have the real shit content. It's just,
hey man, not every, what it is. Not every NBA game is entertaining.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
It is what it is.
Not every Dynamite's entertaining. Some are good.
Certainly not this one.
Some are this week's. You know what I
mean? So CM Punk has another segment on Rampage. I would like to start with the pop for CM Punk. In Chicago, of course, they went ape shit for him. Oh, I forgot to read my friend's comment that was there. So she was there at Rampage. And then she was just like, why do people like this guy so much? He's clearly not a staple in pop culture like you guys thought he was. She was just like, huh, that's weird. And then what else did we talk about? Hold on, I'm scrolling up. Okay, so she was just like, she liked it. She thought it was pretty cool because, you know, the crowd is like, the arena, like they were roaring. So it was really cool to see. She likes Andrade.
Understandable.
And then basically she was just like, the rest of it was just kind of a blur.
I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah, she was just like, the CM Punk thing was cool, and then like everything else was just like whatever.
That's pretty much what that whole show was. I even watched Escalation. I mean, I'm sorry,
Elevation.
Whatever the fuck it is. That's right. I even watched Dark to see other matches that they taped that night. Even those matches were just kind of all right for even. I thought they at least even go all out for the Dark matches this week because it was in the whatever the hell arena is I can't think of right now. But no, they're pretty just standard matches. It was. I mean, all in all, the show was really just that one moment. I mean, that was a hell of a moment. I would have loved to be there. I would have loved to have been there, regardless of the rest of the show.
I would have loved to see Punk again and then just leave.
Yeah, I probably would have walked out like, okay, we got it. That's all I wanted to see.
She saw Sting was there and she laughed because, you know, she knows him from the gifts.
Oh yeah.
She was just like, what is he doing here? Ain't he WWE? Just let him know where that happened. She laughed at that. After she had like any questions, and she was just like, well, were they actually giving out free ice cream? And I was just like, you tell me. You was there. She never got her ice cream.
Yeah, I saw the line was crazy. I know they had problems in the arena too with the fucking the vendors were all down. You couldn't even use your. It's like a cashless place, and then I'm thinking of the place. I'm thinking of SummerSlam. I'm sorry, I got the wrong arena. My fault. No, they were giving out the free ice cream. I did see they were giving out free ice cream. I'm sorry. I keep looking at the timeline. They already photoshopped the Giannis Antetokounmpo is all elite graphic. It's already hit the time. It's already hit the timeline.
Oh my god. Okay. And then I ended off with asking her about it, and I was just like, do you plan on tuning in weekly to AEW Dynamite and Rampage? And she said no, respectively. Respectfully. So yeah. I don't think that really worked with the casual audience. She thought Jade Cargill was sexy, so that was cool. She said she thought everybody was sexy in the spandex and stuff, and I was just like, John Moxley, and she was just like, no.
Oh, girls like John Moxley.
She saw John Moxley, was like, nah, I'm good. So it is what it is. But back to other shit. That's enough rambling and bullshit. But CM Punk comes out for his Dynamite. The crowd is not as hot as they were in Chicago. Like
it
weren't.
It was a way smaller arena too. That should like maybe 5,000, 6,000.
Yeah, it was not as loud.
Yeah, for sure.
I like CM Punk trying to cut his promo, and he's getting distracted by CM Punk chants. Ooh, the irony, baby. It's crazy how that's full circle. And then he's basically just like, yeah, I'm gonna wrestle Darby. So that was pretty much it.
I like the promo tonight as well.
Mm-hmm,
but just like at Rampage, after this promo, I didn't care about the rest of the show.
Yeah, because the rest of the show's all garbage.
Bro,
I kind of hate that they like use CM Punk being there to mask the garbage that the show is.
Damn, look. First of all, I have for the first complaint off top of anything about this episode of Dynamite tonight is that I swear, literally every single match they had within the first 2 minutes of the match, we're going to commercial break. Almost every single match tonight was like that. And the thing with me, when I see like a match go to commercial break, I just that's when I'm on my phone. I'm not looking, and then the match comes back. I just don't really care anymore. I'm just looking at my phone, or I just like, It's especially, you know what I mean? If you're giving me fucking the Gun Club versus the Factory
at a prime slot too.
At a prime slot, the 9:30 slot.
You would not give this spot to Varsity Blondes and the Lucha Bros, bruh. And then with them having the segment with the Elite in them after, you want to put that at a goddamn 8:40, but give the Factory and Gun Club the 9 p.m. slot, or like the 10:30 slot.
It was like 9:30, yeah.
I really think they were just like, yeah, nobody's watching the show after CM Punk was on, so they were just like, fuck it.
It was them bullshit. After the Punk segment, it was pretty much all bullshit for us.
It was straight bullshit after.
Straight up bullshit.
I'm gonna blitz through this episode because I thought, well, we just echoed our thoughts already. Orange Cassidy versus Matt Hardy. You thought the match was fun. I thought this match did not need to go.
Let me preface it before I say that.
You said it was fun. You didn't say it was fun. Good.
I didn't say it was a great match. I said it was fun. I enjoyed myself watching it. I liked when Cassidy doing a little the swanton. I thought that was hard.
I liked Orange Cassidy taking the money. I thought that was very funny. But the rest of this like just sloppy work after.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely landed. Cassidy definitely landed on Matt Hardy's face and broke his nose on that crossbody. As soon as I saw him do, I was like, yeah, he fucked him up.
As soon as I saw that crossbody and Matt Hardy grab his face,
yeah, I was like, yeah, he fucked him up.
So, come on, man, you're fucking up a crossbody.
Hey, it's not ballet like they said.
But you know, in ballet, there's basic moves that everybody can do.
I'm not gonna knock him for that.
I'm gonna knock him for that. That shit's basic as fuck. Cesaro ain't fucking that shit up. Sure. So yeah, the match is whatever. Orange Cassidy wins back Wheeler Yuta's honor. Varsity Blondes versus the Lucha Bros. I thought this match was fun. It was cool. I do like Varsity Blondes. I'm not mad at them or anything. And then Lucha Bros wins.
It's good to see Lucha Bros back on Dynamite because they don't really wrestle on Dynamite that much.
And then in winning fashion too.
For some reason, they never put them on Dynamite. I don't understand.
So dumb. So the Lucha Bros win, and then they have a face-off with the Jurassic Express. I got it right this time.
Got it this
time. And then the Bucks come out and then tries to start a conflict, but they're united in one.
You know what? I actually like this because I hate that trope of a wrestler gets hit from behind and bumps the other team, and the other team's like, "Oh, you must have hit me," when clearly the Bucks are right on the apron. Like, come on. I'm so happy.
They're staring right at each other, so there's no way Pentagon Jr. saw Matt and Nick Jackson not push him. Like, come on.
That I'm so happy because WWE loves doing that.
It's so stupid.
It's one of those really like old dumb tropes that I wish wrestling would stop doing. And I'm so happy. I was like, thank God they didn't fall for that and they didn't do that. And start fighting each other.
Because that definitely would have knocked this segment down for me.
Yeah, I would have like that's so dumb.
Yeah. So a match that is also dumb. We have Red Velvet versus Jamie Hayter. I like Jamie. I thought it was really, really fine.
Yo, Jamie Hayter theme is fire. That's just kind of hard. Did you hear it?
That shit was hard. It's hard. I can't wait for. I needed to hit that stream in black. There was no reason for this match to be 50-50.
You want to talk about it? Look, I don't ever want to see it.
I just think it's weird that Britt Baker is Jamie Hayter is supposed to be this enforcer, but she's having trouble putting Red Velvet away. I know that they don't want to do, or they want to keep her strong for some reason or whatever. It is what it is. I don't. I think Red Velvet and Chris Statlander being like the top two faces, that kind of like the top two faces in the division when you have Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa is definitely she gets the biggest reaction outside of Britt Baker. The women wise,
fucking nuts. Like Hikaru Shida and
Shida too. She's up there too.
Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa not being the top two faces in this division blows my fucking mind.
They are. They're just on YouTube. They're the top two faces of YouTube.
Blows my fucking mind.
I don't understand
either. The match ends when Red Velvet botches a standing moonsault, just cracks her face against
she
Jamie
nothing.
Hayter's.
She didn't hit anything.
She just cracked her head against Jamie Hayter's like shoulder, and then she's just limp for the rest of it.
Shoulder, bro.
Yeah, and then
it looked like she missed the whole thing.
Yeah, and I don't even think Jamie Hayter even hit her finisher. She just like kind of just like, oh shit, you missed, and then like capitalized on her knocking herself out, I guess. And then they jumped her, and then Chris Statlander came out. I hate this because I like Jamie Hayter a lot, and this wasn't a good showcase.
That lariat was hard though. No, that she beat her with the lariat. That's what she beat her with. I'm seeing the gift now. That lariat was hard. But yeah, no, I mean,
is that fair? I don't think this was a really good showcase. And I love her. No, I think she's great.
I'm not gonna remember this tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna remember this because I gotta edit this tomorrow. We got Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley, and Darby Allin. Would you just call these guys like the big three? I'll just call them the big three.
The name? Oh yeah, the big three. That's a good name for him. I'll give him that.
Call them the big three. And then versus the Wingmen.
I like the Wingmen. I'm sorry, I do.
Fuck off. No.
I do like the Wingmen. I
hate this.
I like the Wingmen.
I literally said in chat, niggas are about to. I like JD Drake into thinking that the Wingman is a solid fact or a solid team.
Look, obviously they're goofy. They're a joke. They're not supposed to be taken seriously. I like JD Drake. I like them. They're fun.
I'm gonna put that message in the goddamn thumbnail. Holy shit! I mean, I already tweeted the pod cover, but I'm about to staple that shit on. Come on, man!
I like the Wingman.
Whatever.
You put the Wingman on the cover.
No, fuck off. So that match happens. It's whatever. The big three win, and then Daniel Garcia comes out and kind of just like continues their feud with the big three, him and 2.0. So it is what it is. Jericho comes out, Judas and Armine, and says that he wants to wrestle, he wants to get a chance at MJF one more time. And if he's not going to give him the match, he's just going to beat up MJF any chance he gets backstage in his matches.
He said
and make sure he gets that match. Now, the fans, the people that are listening to me right now, I would like to ask you, why the fuck he ain't do that before and not just have stupid matches against fucking Shawn Spears and Nick Gage? It's so stupid. If MJF wasn't going to give you the matches before and make you go through these labors of Jericho, fuck that. I'm just going to jump your ass. Give me the match anyway. Because we've seen Jericho provoke MJF before. Because after the Pinnacle beat their ass, he was just like, we done with them. Hit him with the champagne. It's back on. It is so easy to provoke MJF to do things. So he really didn't need to do the Jerichos of the labor of Jericho.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to see this shit.
I don't want to see it either. But
it
is a loser leaves town match. Well, if Jericho loses, he leaves AEW. So, I'm gonna root for MJF on this one. If he gets Jericho off the product, he is a top baby face to me. So,
I'm looking at the All Out card right now. There's 10 matches.
What does that mean? AEW always go long. They don't give a fuck. This shit about to go to 1 a.m.
It's SummerSlam all over again. I can't do that again.
Be happy.
At least it's a holiday weekend. They were smart enough to do that.
True. Okay. Let's continue on here. I'm not going to talk about the Factory and the Gun Club. We're going to skip right over that.
Good, because I didn't watch it.
I definitely had that shit on mute, so I don't even know if commentary had anything insightful to say.
Well, I saw Big Show get up and scare QT Marshall from across the ramp, and then he got pinned, and that's how the match ended.
Okay, so this is our main event. No spectacle attached, no return attached, no save attached, no fire post-match segment attached. Malachi Black versus Brock Anderson. Can we start? Can we go into NXT now?
Swaggerless. I mean, look, I'm gonna give you a synopsis. Malachi Black beat that nigga ass, and then he beat Arn Anderson's old ass, and then Lee Johnson tried to come in for the save. They played Lee Johnson not like he was the fucking Rock. They played his music. Niggas didn't know who he was. And then, yeah, that was the main event.
Let's get into NXT.
Just like that, Santos Escobar back in control. Wait a minute. D-Fab once again paid dividends for his role. What you gonna do? Hey, D-Fab. I'm tired of this. What's going on here? What's your name? Who are you? Are you gonna talk?
Oh! Electra Lopez! Get out of here! What are you doing? Come on, get out of here!
All right, man. NXT. We have a lot of stuff to go over. This is going to be a loaded NXT segment here. We're going to talk about TakeOver, but I don't think we're going to go too in-depth in TakeOver. If you wanted a more in-depth discussion of TakeOver, you should have joined us on Spaces on Twitter right after the show was over. I understand that it was late and you probably had work in the morning, but I think we're just gonna kind of just echo our thoughts that were said in there, right, Quan?
With me.
Yeah. All right. So, excuse me. The TakeOver pre-show had Ridge Holland versus Trey Baxter. Did you watch the match? Because I was kind of like reheating food while it was on.
I had it on in the background, but not much happened. It was ass whooping.
Yeah,
fairly quick.
There was no what is it? There was no shock in the result. We kind of just knew what was gonna happen.
The no midgets, vanilla midgets agenda has begun.
Only vanilla Hulks in Rich Holland. I think once Rich Holland kind of like knocked him down, and then he started like showboating. I was just like, okay, I know what this match is, and then I walked to the kitchen. So Rich Holland wins. Of course, he needed some momentum going into his match with Timothy Thatcher that we'll be talking about later. And now the TakeOver card starts. Do you have your ratings pulled up for TakeOver?
You know I got it up, baby. Come on now.
Okay, so we got Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight in just a regular singles match for the $1 Million Championship, and it was good. I liked it.
Surprisingly good. I didn't think. I thought this was a match where like they needed a gimmick similar to the ladder match, but
it was.
I
thought it was so much better than the ladder match.
Yeah, it was. It is like they had so much chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Like their chemistry is off the chart. I don't know, like I said on the spaces, I don't know their history on Impact if they had a lot of matches or like any kind of rivalry, but they look like they've been wrestling each other 100 times. They know every it was good. The right man won. The right man won.
Oh, of course. There was no way that Dan DiBiase was gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm about to scrub some toilets for you, Hunter." So he was like, "Yeah, get that shit out of here." I think I said it like a couple weeks ago. Well, I think I might have said it after the ladder match. Like, I'm already impressed with LA Knight. Like, I think it's all fantastic and great. But now that he's going to be wrestling opponents that he doesn't really have that history with, like with Cameron Grimes, I think this is going to be the real test now. Next week he'll be wrestling Johnny Gargano. So hopefully when he starts meshing with like all these other like NXT talents, like it'll be just as good as the match that he had here with Grimes. I thought it was really good.
If he's wrestling Gargano, he's gonna be decent at minimum.
Yeah, right.
You can't really go wrong.
Unless you're one of those people that are still mad that Johnny Gargano was looking at his hands. Like, get the fuck over it, bro. It was like 2 years ago. No, 3. Rating? What's the comeback spot rating?
I gave it a 4.
Yeah, I would have given it the same. I thought it was really nice.
A fun match, very good match.
I think it was like already at like 3.5, but when Grimes started doing when he did the $1 Million Dream, I was just like, oh.
and then Ted got his comeuppance to put the $1 Million Dream on.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, that was great. The moments like that are really, really good. What went on after this? I forget. Was it the women's match after this?
Yes, it was. It was Dakota Kai versus Raquel Gonzalez.
In the spaces, we kind of just said that this is Raquel's best match, and Raquel, like all her matches have been against like ring generals, and then the one match that wasn't with a ring general, she fucking hurts her.
Almost killed somebody. Hey, yeah. she almost killed Dakota a couple of times in this one.
Oh, definitely.
She was a little rough.
Sure, Dakota Kai is a very strong woman, you know, but a lot of those bumps that she was taking for Raquel was just like wild. I think, what was it, like the reverse power bomb?
That one,
the reverse power bomb to the ropes,
the corner spot, the one where she missed the first time and then she hit it the second time. Both times looked nasty.
I mean, I think that was one of the best looking. I guess you could call it a botch or whatnot. I just like that. It never happened in wrestling where somebody just clearly just misses the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
So seeing her swing her and then like miss it with like great it's great accuracy at the wrong time. So I thought it was really, really funny to see, and I like that she kind of like doubled back. If she would have like swung and like missed but like kept it going, you know, doing kind of like a giant swing kind of situation, I think that would have made it look a little better. Like that could have been like her little unique thing. But you know, she's not a ring general, so it is what it is. There was a lot of very deadly spots here, and I'm glad when Dakota Kai went for the Yakuza kick while Raquel was on the top rope, that Raquel like got her up for the finisher and did not like fuck that up.
Yeah.
So like out of like we got all the bad luck out of the way. Yeah, it was a solid match. I really like it. I'm glad to see Dakota Kai do her thing. She got another title match and she went out with a bang. It's cool. If you weren't in the spaces, our good friend of the Asia, J5, dropped a little scoopy scoop and just said that after this, Dakota Kai will be moving on to the main roster. Normally, if this was reported by Fightful or the World Wrestling Observer, I would have been like, oh, whatever, you know, we'll see. But I trust my guy Five, so I'm gonna say what he said with complete confidence.
and honestly, we've been asking for Dakota to get called up for like a year now.
Yeah,
it was time. It's time.
I think now is like it's the perfect time.
Especially down the road.
yeah, before it was just like but like now it's great. It's perfect. Now the match of the goddamn weekend. I don't know how you feel about SummerSlam, but this is my match of the goddamn weekend. I love stuff like this. We got Ilya Dragunov versus Walter.
Them boys did it again.
Stars, man, stars.
All the stars, five star. I've only given 5-star one time this year, previous to this, and that was for Shingo and Jeff Cobb from Wrestle Kingdom. This was better than that match, I would say. I might have to run that back, but I think this.
I'm sure because Jeff Cobb is.
That's the crazy part. I'm not even a Jeff Cobb fan. That's how much I still love that match.
When you're saying like, I gave Jeff Cobb the 5, I was just like, okay.
But Shingo is my guy, so
yeah, Shingo.
It evens out. But yeah, man, I didn't think they could outdo their first match, and then they outdid their first. Like
the crowd, even though the CWC would be on some bullshit for the rest of the night, but like for this match, I definitely think the crowd enhanced it, and they're like Walter was like really slugging it in that first match, but here you see a kind of different side of Dragunov where he is like the primary kind of more of the striker in this one.
Bro, he was deadlifting Walter like no problem. He leveled up this. I feel like
it's so weird because you look at the people on NXT UK and like a lot of them niggas are swole, bro.
They got some big boys over there.
Yeah,
what's that dude? This is one young dude over there. I think his name's like Levi something. That nigga is swole.
Pretty deadly.
They're huge.
Just two JoJo characters standing next to each other.
Dog, if they were in WWF like 1999, they
would have been over.
They'd be 10-time tag team champions by now. They are like, dog. That's the Vince prototype right there. That's what he's looking for.
They would have had like series all over the territories with goddamn Rock and Roll Express or some shit. But nah, Ilya Dragunov was like really just deadlifting Walter. Like, I'm not gonna say Walter was looking weak in this match, but like Ilya Dragunov was like turning it up.
I think Dragunov knew he had to take it to whatever level he took it the first time. He knew he had to take it to the next level this time.
He was meeting Walter in the brutality, and I loved it.
That was.
Damn, he's really about to just go back to the UK, bro. I'm so sick.
Well, he had the match next week, or at least he's going to be on NXT next week for now, at least. So
yeah, I know they're not bringing him on to only have. Well, they were only going to bring him on for like 2 matches, but they had to call an audible for the Kushida thing. But yeah, man, just have him do a couple more matches before going back over, please.
Plus, we don't know how long they've taped UK over, so it might be a few weeks before they even see Dragunov on that show. They could edit in a little like backstage vignette, but like we don't know when we're gonna see him in ring. I don't know how far ahead. I don't know how far ahead UK.
I mean, they focus on their women's division like at the top a lot, so I think that's really cool. I think Meiko Satomura, like the women going for Meiko Satomura to really just make up for like, hey, where the hell's Dragunov? That boy's recovering because his chest was lit up.
That dog.
If you ever see high res photos of like space, that's what his chest looked like.
Still like the Nebula Galaxy.
Yeah, his shit was lit the fuck up. But fantastic match, man. I love it. I'm probably gonna run it back tomorrow or something.
I was just gonna say I'm running that back. That and from this weekend, I'm running that back, and I'm running Seth Edge back and Cena Roman too.
I gotta run those. I gotta run like the later card of SummerSlam because your boy was tired when it was a pro. When it was getting around like 11, I was just like, damn. Like I passed out after Edge's entrance, and then
that got me hyped. What are you talking about?
No, I saw the entrance. I was like, oh, dog, this is fire. And then I was just like, dog, I gotta lay down. I can't sit down no more. I laid down. Soon as the bell rung, I woke back up. I see Roman going, ooh, and then killed Cena. And I was just like, oh, that was a good match. And then Brock came out, and then the show was over. So I gotta watch all that back. But what's next? It'd be Samoa Joe and Cross.
Samoa Joe. No. Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole.
I am so glad between falls it was not that long. I think it was like this is like 3 matches in one, and I think it was like 7 minutes in like
the first fall was like I swear it was like 5 minutes in.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Turn that up. They did not need to go 15 minutes into the goddamn first fall or anything crazy like that. So I think like the amount of time that they spent between stages was like perfectly fine. I think the street fight stage is the best of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the cage was like whatever. Like it by the time the cage like even like closed, it was barely a match at that point.
Yeah, how do you feel about the finish? I saw people weren't really feeling it.
The handcuff thing, yeah. I thought it was kind of dumb because, you know, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly kind of have like this extensive history. So I feel like Adam Cole should have like knew to not really just keep throwing his leg at Kyle. Like he really should have just like got the like handcuffed him and like hit him with a kendo a couple times or whatever, you know, something like that first. But like the K, like what happened? Like after the second fall, they start to lower the cage, and then Adam Cole like goes to like powerbomb him on the apron or whatever, and then they spent like 2-3 minutes like trying to get the cage set up.
Yeah,
and then the referee goes go. And then Kyle's handcuffed 2 minutes in. It was not that it was bad, but I'm just kind of glad they kind of just like that it wasn't really long. Like
it wasn't some fucking like epic. You know what I mean? It was a match.
It wasn't that era of match that everybody hates of NXT, but somehow they felt like it was warranted for this one. So it's just like
this is a 2018 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah.
I'm glad this was a sprint. I guess we'll talk about Adam Cole's what is it? Contractual status later. Or probably tomorrow when we do In the Trenches. What would be the star rating for this one? I know we didn't talk about the star rating for Raquel and
I gave Raquel and Dakota 3.5, and I gave this match 4.25 out of 5.
I would have probably just gave it 4. Like I probably would have just gave it 5. I mean 4. All
right, how about
4. My fault.
4. Yeah, no, I mean close enough.
Hey, it's your spreadsheet, bro. I'm not trying to change.
This is a fan. I want to tell you, I've watched and recorded 1,100 matches this year. That's disgusting.
I think when I did the spreadsheet thing,
mm-hmm.
I every match that I felt like that was amazing, I watched it back a couple times. So like there's like one rating, and like later on the year, like when I add a new one, I would watch old ones back again and see if they like still hold up.
Once I lock it in, I lock it in. I don't change shit.
I have to find like I'll always like watch a match twice. Like if I felt like it was a 5-er, I'll always watch it. I have to find my sheet and see what's on there. But
last year's help me out.
Samoa Joe versus Cross.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you on this match. It didn't have my full attention. I'm gonna be honest, mostly because one, I knew who was gonna win. We all knew who was gonna win that match.
We knew the vibes.
2, I don't care about Karrion Kross. I'm trying. I just don't. He did nothing for me.
Nothing could make me care about Karrion Kross.
That's what I'm saying,
bro. I am sick and tired of everybody acting like Scarlett is like the injection that will suddenly make him interesting.
Because we didn't like him when he had Scarlett. So what difference does it make? I don't understand why Scarlett is the problem all of a sudden.
Scarlett is the one that's gonna like turn it around on the main roster. But like on NXT, she probably said like 10 full sentences when she was around him.
Yeah.
And all she would do was just make weird faces at the camera.
She barely even involved in like finishes of matches. You know what I mean?
She wouldn't really cheat or anything like that.
Every once in a while.
I would say like her involvement with the Keith Lee stuff, I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Her involvement with like Priest, Santos, Balor, like she didn't do shit. So it was just like what do you guys like? What is so special about Scarlett all of a sudden? Like, is it because she's not around that you miss her? Because I know Scarlett's little Impact history. That's not flying on the main roster, so I don't know what y'all expecting out of her.
We gonna see.
Yeah, we gonna see when she when they repackage her and she starts wrestling on NXT and the match not hitting because she wasn't really she wasn't that great of a wrestler on Impact. She was just hottie, bruh. That's it. It was vibes with her.
She was the smoke show. Fuck it.
Yeah, she was vibes.
She was vibes. no psychology, all vibes. Hey, before we move on, Samoa Joe. Shout out to Joe, but boy, that boy was gas. I feel him. Because like you can't. It don't matter how much cardio you do, or whatever you're doing. It's different when you get in that ring. You like rolling around. You ever like kind of wrestle somebody? That's just exhausting.
I would I don't know because in the PC they do have the mock matches.
It's still not the same.
So I don't know who the hell he was training with, but when Samoa Joe did the power bomb and then went into the like the Boston Crab to the STF, whatever he do, that boy was sucking in wind, bruh.
He couldn't wait for that rest spot. He was like, please.
Yo, he could not wait. I know when he was sucking, he was just damn, the crowd really is stealing my air right now, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
That boy was looking gas. But after that, I would say he was still working in there. Like it still looked like old Samoa Joe. I just think that at the start he was like trying to show us that he like still had it. So he was like doing all the Samoa Joe spots, like the Insecurity. He did like the Uranagi really early in. Like he was saying all the like the Samoa Joe like specials like really really quick. So
were you shocked that the Muscle Buster returned?
Nigga, I screamed for the Muscle Buster.
I feel like I would be too scared. Like if I was Joe, I'd be terrified to do. I know he done it a bajillion times, but just that one time that almost, took somebody's life. I'm just like,
I mean, well, it almost took his life, and then he did it like 20 more times. Like,
no, I don't. No, did he? I thought that after that one he didn't do it no more.
What is it? He did. You're talking about Tyson Kidd, right?
Yeah, on the dark.
He did it to Tyson Kidd, and then he did it all the way up to I think goddamn something happened. I think it was like on the main roster where he stopped doing it.
Yeah, because it was Tyson Kidd. It was the dark match. He had a dark match when he took out Kidd, and then I don't fucking know. But either way,
no, was like yes. Come on, bro. Because he was still doing it. I think he was still doing it against because he still did it against Balor.
I didn't see the timeline of when the Tyson Kidd thing happened.
When I was watching NXT, Tyson Kidd was out of there. So you could go because like you don't even have to see the timeline. Like what is it? He did it. Tyson Kidd was like retired as soon as I started watching, and then he did it at Takeover the End to finish off Balor from the second rope too.
Let me see.
The Muscle Buster was done like a fuck ton of times after
smoke. Okay, you're right. You know what? Because that was January 6, 2015 was the last match Tyson Kidd had.
I think he might have did it against Shinsuke too. I think he did. Yeah, man. Samoa Joe said, "Hey, man, the game's the game." When Tyson Kidd got out of there. So I popped for the Muscle Buster. I love it. I think it was a great move. It was great to see. I'm wondering if he's gonna like keep doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be cool. How many stars for this one? Because I'm not going. I'm not going high on this one.
I gave this match. What did I give it? I gave it 3 stars, baby.
Oh, that is exactly what I would have gave it.
3 stars.
It was a 3. It was 3 stars. We got in, got out. Perfect.
13 minutes, whatever how long the match was. That was exactly what I wanted.
Shit, is that the end of the show? Was there something after this?
That was it. Anything else that happened on the show was Kaylee Ray came out after Raquel defeated Dakota. So I guess that's next up. Besides that, I think that's pretty much everything that happened. So once again, Takeover it delivered in my opinion. Yeah, Takeover delivered. I'd say the weakest match was the main event, but we got a 5-star match out of in the show, so it evened out.
The weakest match is the main event, but we got the right winner. And like Vince says, man, always leave the crowd happy, man. So yeah, that's it. I guess we can go into the next episode of NXT.
The reboot. Redemption. Yeah. NXT Redemption 2.
Hey man, for some reason, USA Network is still airing NXT even though it's dead. I don't know. Is this old episodes, bro?
This is the new
What's
NXT,
going on? Before we go into NXT, they were saying that the WWE was dead all Friday after the Punk thing. And then I go on Instagram and WWE is just like SummerSlam
ever.
SummerSlam, the most watched, the most the highest rated views ever and all that shit. And I was just like, I thought they was dead and they hit a new accolade. Like,
this is what I be talking about. The internet. I mean, like, I know the wrestling community is the internet wrestling community at this point, but like, it's still in a bubble. People think like
niggas were like, people are lying to themselves, bro. They're lying to you.
Like, so you got to understand, like, your timeline isn't everybody's. Like, your timeline can't do your thoughts. So you're gonna see people who think like you.
Yeah.
And if they think WWE dead, and you think WWE dead because CM Punk came out.
And
like,
then,
come on, bro. Like,
and then you got all the co-opted journalists kind of just like echoing their thoughts. Like, hey man, don't pay attention to your TL. Pay attention to how the shows are going.
You know what? I'm so tired of Sean Ross Sapp. I can't stand him, bro. I can't stand that dude.
I'm off Twitter, but who's that new dude that his name is like Joe Alba or something like that?
No, he's been around. He's always been kind of like, he does like
no, but he's like the new he's like the new guy that's just been going, oh man, I'm so worried about NXT. I'm just like,
yeah, he's always been an NXT guy. He's always been an NXT guy, but yeah, people are like impending doom mode about NXT, even though I don't know why. It's so strange. I don't understand where it's
so weird. From. Like
we've seen it for NXT before. Like NXT has reset before.
Yeah, and then what is it? People are just like, oh, NXT is dead because they're no longer working with Full Sail. Even though the Full Sail crowd and the CWC crowd are the same people because they're both in fucking Orlando.
And we hate Full Sail. I hate Full Sail.
Like Full Sail's been on some bullshit forever. It's fine. And then what is it? They're gonna have taped episodes for a couple weeks, and everybody's just like, oh my god, NXT's dead because episodes are taped. Are you serious?
The peak of NXT, the episodes were taped. You know what I mean?
No, NXT was taped for so fucking long. Like, what is wrong with y'all? And then the reason why it's being taped is because they're renovating. That's it. Y'all want to see him? Y'all want to see him wrestle with scaffoldings around and shit?
I do wonder how it's gonna look. They need to light. They do need to lighten that place up a little bit. I need a little bit more light. That shit look like dingy.
I think the reason why it looks so dark is because all the padding from like the mats and all that, like it's all black. Like the ring apron's black. The announce table black.
Do you think they get rid of all that bullshit skulls and fucking whatever the fuck Triple H had going on? But you know that's Triple H's idea. That was 100% Triple H.
I don't think the skulls are leaving because it's integrated into the logo. But I think
you don't think they're gonna change the logo. I think they're gonna change everything that looks about this show. Like looks wise, I think they're gonna. If
by like whenever they're done renovating and they say, "Oh, here's a new NXT logo," then I'd be like, "Okay, yeah."
That's what I think. I think they're changing, not like the in-ring product, but they're gonna change like everything.
The
like,
presentation,
the presentation of the show gonna look completely, which they should.
Which that's the report. They're just like, we're gonna change the way NXT looks, and then people were just like, oh no, oh my god,
I keep
NXT.
I keep telling people do not like change. People want, especially wrestling fans, they want there's such like a lot of them are very traditionalist and don't want to see change or afraid of change and what could happen. But like, I don't know, man. It's just let it. I know
it's so ridiculous.
It's a running meme and joke on Twitter right now, but like, let's let shit play out a little bit first before we just
people are so mad at saying they're mad at people just being like, oh, I'll see how
let's just see how it happens. Yeah, let's just see what happens. Man, no, we saw this happened to Booker T 15 years ago. Don't you remember when this happened? Like, nigga, come relax, man.
Imagine you watch it like you this is if you got your War Report bingo card, this is Cyrus relating it to real life.
There you go.
Imagine, like you going to the movie theater and a nigga walk out and they'd be like, "You're not walking out with me? Let me finish the movie and see if I like it." Like that's Twitter doesn't want you to do that.
Have you walked out of a movie before?
The only movie I walked out of, shit. I definitely done it before. I just don't remember which. I should have walked out for Green Knight because Green Knight was ass.
Was it?
Movie's terrible.
You know what? I walked out of. I remember I was hanging with this girl. We went to go see Shutter Island. I walked out of Shutter. I'm sorry, that shit was boring. That shit was boring, bro. I know people. I know. The cinephiles, the movie people. I know they fuck with that movie, but I thought that shit was so boring.
I think because normally before I realized that movie tickets are much cheaper during the day. If I'm paying $50, I was a young boy, no job. If I'm paying $15 for something, I'm about to stick it out.
I couldn't.
I'm not about to waste my mom money, bro.
I looked at the girl. And she looked at me. I was like, "Yeah, we out. Let's get out of here. We'll get some food or something. I don't know what we doing."
Okay. Let's get into the NXT. This is a tape episode. I didn't read any spoilers. I think normally if this was just like a middle of if it was like during like the sci-fi episodes, like I would have read spoilers because they're gonna go back to live show soon.
Yeah.
I don't know when they're gonna go back to live show, so I'm not gonna be reading any spoilers. And I'm so glad I don't have a Twitter because everybody's just like, "Oh, what do you mean? It's super easy. The fuck you mean? You don't want to read spoilers. Niggas is weird, man." But where would you want to start on this? Let's start with the breakout tournament.
Let's do that. Did Odyssey Jones finally grow?
No. No. I think Carmelo Hayes. I think he got a good match at Odyssey Jones. Odyssey Jones didn't get a good match out of it's not the other way around. Odyssey Jones, I really like. I'm just like LA Knight, bro. I'm waiting to see what y'all motherfuckers see because all I like.
But I thought we were on the LA Knight train. I thought we were.
No, we are.
Oh, you're talking about when you before? Okay.
Just like I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting, bro, because I'm not seeing it. I thought the match was cool. I thought the finish of it, just like the crucifix, I was just like, you're kind of like playing up the I'm not the underdog thing, and then this is like the most underdog finish ever. So
what is Carmelo Hayes' finish anyway?
Ooh.
Is it a move you can even do on Odyssey Jones?
You see, this is why small niggas need to have like two finishers. Something you could do on somebody your size, and then something that you have planned for bigger niggas. Like what is it? Swerve?
A little kick joint he got.
Yeah. As soon as he got to Bronson Reed, he was just like, "I'm about to crack you in the head about 5 times with this joint." It didn't work, but he had something planned for him.
Let's see. Did it say? I'm looking on Cage. I'm looking on Cage Match. All it says
shout out to Cage Match. One of the best websites ever.
I love Cage Match, bro. Fedora Frog Splash. That sounds lame. I don't think he does that anymore. If he does do that, the fuck is a Fedora Frog? I don't even want to know. You from Boston? Why are they from Boston?
Gang. But yeah, we'll see. Carmelo Hayes wins, so he has basically a money in the bank contract. I I don't see him cashing in anytime soon. And if he does, no, not. I was about to say maybe on like Swerve or Elgato, but like their feud just got some new legs. So I don't see him really doing anything just yet. I think for the breakout thing, they should have had something more than just a what is it, a leather folder?
That's what they had last time, though. I think the first time I think they had like a little leather folder.
I think this time they probably should have had something like
A little trophy,
a little different. Yeah, a little trophy that they could carry around. Since I don't see Carmelo Hayes like really going for anybody soon, I think they should make him like defend the it's like kind of like the New Japan like briefcase thing. Because I just don't see where he fits.
Swerve. So like if maybe they'll wrestle Swerve.
Yeah, but like Swerve and Elgato's like thing just got
after.
But like we don't know how long this is gonna go. So like what is he gonna be doing in between? This is why I think he should like, just like add some stakes that he should like defend it. So there's just like something really going on while he waits for this title scene to clear. Samoa Joe, I wrote back in action, but he's just gonna talk to us. I think somebody in the spaces said that Joe should just vacate it.
I agreed.
No, no, absolutely not. Because we would have had a tournament, and then literally everybody that's in the segment would have been in that tournament, and everybody in that segment except like LA Knight and Ridge Holland were in a tournament last year.
There.
Can we stop with the NXT tournaments, please? Especially when we just finished one tonight. Dude, I swear, y'all be killing me, bro. So Samoa Joe comes out and he just says, "Yo, I'm opening the floor. Who?
What's up? You already knew what time it was. Pete Dunne time.
You already know.
And a nice little little UK drip.
He need to just drop links.
You know what I mean? I meant to hit him on the DM. Like, what was them pants you got? Like, I need the ID on the pants.
Yeah. What is it? It's polo shirt and plaid pants.
No socks. You feel me?
So Pete Dunne comes out, and then LA Knight comes out, and then Kyle comes out, does some corny shit.
Oh, please. What did he call LA Knight?
La Knight.
La Knight.
If we want to be jackasses, I would have said Los Angeles Knight. that would have popped me. But Rich Holland playing the role of the Hook and yoinking Kyle O'Reilly off the stage and just beating his ass. And then I believe Johnny doesn't come out. Ciampa comes out to deal with Dunn. It's kind of just chaos at that point.
Yeah, and then Dunn tried to sneak Joe, and then
Ciampa comes out, and then Joe's just like, damn, there's a whole lot of fighting, and then LA Knight tries to sneak up on Joe, and it's all sorts of shit. So that's your title picture, kinda.
We'll see where it goes.
I think it's kind of just. I don't think LA Knight. I mean, I don't think any of these guys are really going to be seeing Joe anytime soon. Or we're probably not going to be seeing Joe often on TV at this point. So it is what it is. Kaylee Ray's back in action. I should have made this a quick hit, but she has her eye on the Women's Championship, and so does Frankie Monet. So we'll see what happens.
They disrespected my girl Valentina too. They didn't even give her a name card when she came. I ain't never seen that before. They didn't give her a name card.
Let me tell you right now, I didn't even remember that was her name.
Only reason I know it because I know she had a match recently, and I have it on my spreadsheet.
Yeah, I believe it was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think so.
In my against Frankie Monet, right? She was like the only person that's been getting enhancement talent lately.
I don't have my glasses on. Everything's so blurry. It was on. Oh no, she wrestled January 13th against Xia Li, and then she wrestled Zoe Stark on February. She had a couple of matches. She wrestled 3 times. Those are 3 times she wrestled, unless I missed one. But
no, I just would have thought it was one of the because Frankie Monet is like the one that has like recent enhancement matches in my mind. Next we have Hit Row versus Elgato del Fantasma.
Bro.
Ice Dog, they're making me uncomfortable whenever they say they're disrespecting each other's culture.
Culture war.
This is about culture. I don't just say, hey, bro.
Nah, turn that up.
Well,
let's get disrespectful.
What's the damn? I forget what's that movie that has Omar Epps and he in college and they was fighting skinheads and shit.
Oh,
it had Busta Rhymes in them.
I don't remember, bro.
It kind of reminds me of that, even though it shouldn't, but that's what I think of. This was a really good match. I'm glad Hit Row took a lot of the brunt here, so Adonis and Top Dollar could get their reps in. What I like about Hit Row a lot, and what I think they should have done for Shayna Baszler and her True, is let them fucking have matches together.
Yeah.
Cause like clearly these guys are like, I guess like, quote unquote, not that experienced, but like they're getting the reps in. Why didn't they like it's so weird.
I don't know. Shout out to Ashanti Adonis for finally having a fit that wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. I was like, okay, he actually got a fit off tonight.
I wasn't paying attention tonight.
He had on some camo. he had on some kind of camo pants with some yellow. I don't think they were Jordans. They're probably some luxury fucking sneaker. I don't know. But bullshit. Yes, I don't know. Whatever the hell he's wearing, but it was decent. I was like, okay. But yeah. Fun match. I did peek at the spoilers and I saw like it said that who was it? B-Fab was attacked by some mystery woman. I didn't know if it was like someone debuting, but it ended up being Elektra Lopez, who we've seen a couple times before.
Love it.
Yeah, seems like a good fit to me.
I got bitches too. You feel me? I love that part because as soon as B-Fab got involved, my first thought was, damn, Elgato needs somebody to handle her.
Yeah.
And then it instantly happened. Like soon as I was typing out the message, it happened. I love it.
She hit the shit out of B-Fab with that pipe too.
Mm-hmm. And you wonder if B-Fab is gonna wrestle, so she's gonna be wrestling Elektra. She's gonna be wrestling Elektra Lopez.
We'll see how that goes.
Maybe they do a mixed tag.
I think so. They probably do it
like tag. Adonis and whatever, and then like Raul or
yeah,
to keep it fresh. You feel me? But yeah, that is it for NXT. We're gonna get into these quick hits. So it froze for me when they were going to announce the date of the wedding, but we're getting a wrestling wedding.
September, I believe 14th, which is it'd be a nice little late birthday present for me.
Oh, okay.
Because I told you the one thing I love in wrestling, it's a wedding.
Yeah.
Love me a wedding.
Ooh, I don't think I'm gonna be here for that.
Where you gonna be?
I'm going to Seattle, baby. I might be on top of a mountain.
You wasn't gonna tell me till just now.
I haven't even told my mom. I haven't even told my mom.
I need to prepare. I need to find that co-host.
I still haven't even told my mom I'm going yet. So
your mom don't got a podcast with you. I do.
Maybe she could take my place.
I'd be fine. I'd be fire.
I don't think she likes wrestling, but I don't think I could sit her down.
I don't want to talk to your mom about wrestling, bro.
It was fire. No, I'm lying. She's been watching Breaking Bad for like 5 hours, bro.
Good show. I don't know if I can watch 5 hours straight of Breaking Bad. I feel like I would need some time in between. When I watched Breaking Bad, I watched it like in real time the whole time. So
she used to hassle me about cable until I said we got Netflix. Yeah. As soon as I got her the Fire Stick, bro, she just be glued to the TV watching all sorts of shit. But I'm excited for it. I love the segment between Regal and Gargano talking about the way.
First of all, why would Regal have the authority to cancel the wedding between these two people? Who the fuck is Regal?
I don't think that he has the authority to cancel the wedding, but for the wedding to not happen on NXT. Which that doesn't, but that doesn't stop the wedding, Johnny.
They still get married.
And then he was just like, "It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great television." And I was just like, "I'm glad he's keeping it honest."
I hope the wedding is they have the whole roster out or something. I don't know how they would be able to do it. I want everybody in attendance to watch. It's gonna be fun,
dog. NXT hasn't done something wacky like this.
Yeah,
something fun and wacky like this. Never since I've been watching.
This is very sports entertainment of NXT. This is very rare.
This is rare, and I don't think it could happen to better people.
Someone tweeted earlier, I'm like, how did Dexter Lumis keep a straight face through all this? Because I would be cracking up, bro. He's good. I would break. Last week when Indy was doing the whole shtick, I would have broke. There's no way I would have been able to keep a straight face that whole time.
Dog, when she was crawling and he just stared,
I would have lost it.
I would have been wheezing, bro. I don't know how he does it. It's truly a gift to keep a straight face like that.
That man's a professional.
My friend just texted me. He was watching The Green Knight, and he was just like, "Yeah, that wasn't good." I don't know how he does it. I keep wondering, same with Orange Cassidy. I'm just like, how long are they going to keep this going? And
they're not talking. Orange Cassidy talks sometimes.
Yeah. Just not with their current gimmick that they do, Orange Cassidy with the lazy shit. But he turns.
He's toned that. He's toned that back a lot lately. I watched Dark Elevation earlier today when I was working. I had it on in the background. And he only did the one little super kick spot, and that was pretty much the rest of the match. He pretty much just wrestled it. It was a 6-minute tag, so he didn't do a lot. But
okay, I like that. But I just don't like how because when we was Loomis Hive, had to cancel it. I was like, okay, they keep giving him title opportunities or putting him in a space where he could win a title, but not giving it to him. And I'm just like, why?
Who are we talking about?
Loomis.
Oh, Loomis. He doesn't need the title. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the title.
But they kept him in the title space or in the orbit of it. So I was just like, it's weird. But now that I don't there's no really worry about it. He's just having the time of his life. And I am too. So it's very fun. Next quick hit, we got Boa versus I forgot his name.
Zion Quinn. Never heard of this guy.
Never heard of this guy either.
I don't know what his old name was. It wasn't even a match. It was a quick roll up. I looked down and I looked up. The match was over. I looked at my phone for 2 seconds.
Yeah, same. Tion Shaw, I'm done.
You're out?
I'm out.
Once they lost Xia Li, what's the point? What are we doing?
I'm out. And it's not like they lost Xia Li, Xia Li's injured. Boa cannot carry this.
Yeah. So either what's her name got to get up out that fucking chair,
exactly,
and do something.
And I don't think this loss is you're not turning this around for me. I'm open to being impressed. I could I say this, but I could easily be turned around. But
what was the bigger injustice, this or Becky Lynch and Bianca?
Shut the fuck up. I do not want to talk about I feel like niggas need a hotline to call about this shit and stop tweeting. Please get the fuck over it.
I tweeted this earlier today. I said the number one rule of wrestling Twitter is that black people in Asuka cannot lose. They're not allowed to lose ever.
I'm tired of it. Monday was the cutoff.
Nah, they got till Friday. We got till Friday.
No. You cannot. you cannot be mad at it after Wednesday. Or like, no, you cannot be mad at it after Monday.
I'm still a little mad about it. I'm still a little mad about it myself. All right, we'll
get the fuck over it.
I also saw we want Sasha Banks hashtag today. I don't know what that was about, but I'm sure WWE wants to add Sasha Banks too. I don't know what's going on, but I think they're also asking where the fuck is that Sasha Banks.
They gonna tweet it with you, bro.
Like, you tell us where she at. Y'all seen her?
Motherfuckers gonna be like, they gonna hit it. Where's Sasha? You tell me.
You tell me.
This should have been a quicker. This should have been a topic instead of the Kaylee Ray thing. But I didn't think this match was gonna have much legs to it. But Thatcher and Rich Holland, a really long and lengthy match. So I feel bad for putting this on the quick hit.
Yeah. So so this is the second match in a row for Rich Holland where he kind of came out to like no kind of reaction. I know he's still kind of like fresh back, but I feel like people don't care.
I don't get it. I think he's great in the ring.
He's cool. I think he's cool. He's impressive. He doesn't seem as explosive when he first came, but pre-injury. Like, remember that when he had that Triple H threat match, that first, like the match he debuted on, he was going crazy. But I think he's still
good.
I don't know. Maybe if he's still trying to like recover from whatever injury he had. It was a bad injury. So like,
it was terrible.
It definitely wasn't. He's definitely not as explosive as he was before. He's wrestling a slower style, but
I think that's fine since he's a heel.
But also he's wrestling Thatcher, who wrestles a slow style. So maybe that was the reason why.
I think they're a match made for each other. If I had to like really compare Rich Holland to anybody, I would say Sheamus. Like, I do think Sheamus is like a fantastic wrestler, but getting no crowd reaction, like, whatever. Like, I acknowledge the skill, but like, caring for them, not really. Like, I'm not gonna buy a Rich Holland shirt, so it's fine. This match is really, really good. They what is it? Rich Holland wins, right? Yeah. Does he win?
Yeah, he wins.
And then they start beating the shit out of Thatcher, and then Ciampa comes running in quick for the save. But Dunn got a whole bunch of niggas on him, and we get the return of Danny Burch.
Danny Burch, my guy.
And what is it? Burch and Oni Lorcan make their intentions clear to get their tag team titles back, since they technically never lost it.
I hope not. So I don't want them to have the titles back. I don't want them to have the title back at all.
I hope they have a banger with MSK and them.
Keep it moving.
I won't say keep it moving. I'll say, because we talked about it last week, that like they need a feud. They need like a blood feud, or like they need grit. I think these guys. Yeah. It's either these guys or Del Fantasma, and they're busy, so it has to be these guys. Hopefully, it could be Grizzled Young Vets in the future, but I would like for them to have that blood feud now, so they have like that intensity, because like the criticism is out there, and it's kind of circling my mind.
It's weird they're not really on TV that much.
That's fine. What is it? NXT tag division is not really that strong at the moment. They do have tag teams, but they're not. It's not really that strong in the moment. And a lot of these tag teams are, since they were made of singles dudes, they're like now going into singles matches. So it is what it is. But does NXT have tag teams training right now? Like, have they signed like tag teams?
It seems like they're what's the word I'm looking for? They got the boys that were training with Diamond Mine, those two brothers. It seems like they kind of hinting at those guys.
Interesting. Yeah.
Those, I don't know who those guys are, but they seem like they're a bunch of real shooters.
My favorite type of wrestler.
The real shooters.
So that should be cool. Yeah, NXT tag division right now is not all that strong, and not being a huge tag team wrestling guy, I'm kind of okay with it. But if you're not a fan of, if you're a big fan of tag team wrestling, I can understand your gripe with them not really being present. But there's another tag match on the show, which I'm scratching my head at, but I understand. Gigi Dolan and JC Jane versus Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter.
The challenge alternate Casey Catanzaro, which I found out recently that she was one of the two people who didn't make the cut, but she was considered, which would have been interesting because she's still employed to WWE, but I don't know. She might have bodied that show low key.
Extremely athletic, no charisma attached.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how her politicking game is, but
clearly not good.
I'm so mad at Meals and Maggie for not doing It's a Challenge. That was like the only challenge podcast I listened to.
You're not doing a challenge this season? Or is the season started?
Yeah, it's been started. Yeah, they said they weren't going to do it this season.
Shame. I like the podcast too.
Me too.
I think they just might be mad busy.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Meals has like 20 podcasts, like 20 jobs.
And that's his fault.
And he watches 10 animes at the same time for some reason, and also
he could stop watching 9 of them because they all ass. But that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to say that to bother him. I don't need it.
I don't need it.
This match is kind of weird. At first, at the finish, I was just like, I guess because they have like some sort of momentum going into this, but I'm just like, if Zoe Stark and Shirai need somebody to squash, let it be these 2 motherfuckers, and then get them out of here. These motherfuckers are charisma vacuums, bro.
Well, they're gonna have Mandy Rose pulled up on them backstage and said, "Hey, y'all trying to win? Come fuck with the kid."
What does Mandy Rose know about winning? The fuck? The fuck you know about winning? You've been in 2 tag teams. What you know about winning? Hopefully they work out though. I like it. I like the pairing. But like, what the fuck you know about winning?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for NXT. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot on Twitter. You can follow the A Show Network at the A Show RNC. You cannot follow me on Twitter. It's for the best.
You said you have such a peace of mind that I don't have. I wish I had that.
I'm at bliss. You could subscribe to us at Patreon at patreon.com/the A Show RNC. We have shows like this and the A Show, our weekly shows that you can get early if you subscribe to the Patreon if you sign up for the $5 tier. Also, on the Patreon, you can get our Patreon exclusive shows like Spot Callers, Legendary Run, The Invasion Diaries, The Rewriters Room, and other miscellaneous content that might end up on the network. Spot Callers will be coming back soon. If you're familiar with the old show, you can check. The shows are still available on the free feed. I might even put up a free episode so you can see what we're doing over there if you're new to the A Show family. I think I'm gonna put the Lucha Underground episode up for free, so you can hear me, Justin, and Dom from Triple Beam Streams talk about Ultima Lucha Tres, night 1 and 2. Oh no, all 4 nights. Insanity.
Were there 4 nights?
Yeah, it was 4 nights.
Jesus Christ.
Insanity. And if you're subscribed to our Patreon, you'll be getting our very candid conversation about I think it was NXT Takeover Chicago 2. No, there's not a 2, right? It's not.
It was the first. There are 2, but this was the first one.
Okay. Yes, the first one that has Tyler Bate and Walter.
And we talked about SummerSlam.
Yeah, and we talked about SummerSlam as well. And if you're a Marvel fan, we also talked about the Spider-Man trailer.
So much content.
Yeah, a lot. So I think I guess I'll just show the time differences between the episodes. I think last week it was like an hour 40, and then it was like 2 hours for the Patreon episode. So you get you just get more content if you like enjoy hearing me and Quan talk about wrestling. So.
I much prefer when we talk on Patreon. It's so much more loose. And just like whatever.
because there's not a real formula to like follow. Yeah, there's not a formula to follow. So
we just be talking.
Yeah, we kind of have to stick to the shows, even though we did go off script a couple of times and rambled on a little bit, but it's all said and fun. So I bid you adieu. But if you're subscribed to the Patreon, enjoy the Patreon conversation. See you next week.